Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 99 of Survival of the Fitted. I got 99 problems, but Survival of the Fitted ain't one. Chilling with the boy, Joel Williams. Don't have a nickname, but it's all good because my co-host is a movie star now. How are you doing today, my guy?
You know, I've been locked inside the house just trying to avoid the paparazzi. So it's been a pretty chill day overall, but you know, a little paranoid. Just been like peering out my window, like, are they still there? Are they not? You know how it goes. It's regular schmegular, just big LA things.
Los Feliz, the neighborhood is hot. They wonder why the neighborhood is hot. They got a TV star chilling in the apartment building. Talk to him. Why is he in a TV star today?
Well, the boys on HBO.
There we go.
The boys on HBO. I got like a solid 45-second cameo.
Screen time. Get your screen time.
I don't know if y'all ever seen The Hype. The show's called The Hype on HBO Max. It's like, if you've ever seen like Project Runway back in the day, it's like streetwear Project Runway. Anyway, in season 2, they wanted to have a challenge where the designers had to make an outfit for a basketball player, and that basketball player ended up being Shay. And then because of that, like the whole thing was like Shay's gonna wear the outfit during the season and is going to like get a LeagueFits post. So anyway, they had me like come and like talk to the designers, and like I did like a little sit down interview, talk to the designers. They use like 30 seconds, but I'm pretty sure that's like how it goes. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, you know how like I like to be cool, either like I'm pretending to be cool or sometimes I actually do play it cool.
Yeah.
I pulled up and this shit was like, bro, so I pull up. It said actually in downtown LA, kind of like in the Arts District area. I park my car and I'm going to like check in, right? There's like a check-in table. And she was like, the lady at the check-in table was like, "Are you today's special guest?"
Whoa.
I was like, what? I was like, and I'm like, I look at it, I was like, probably not.
Yeah.
I was like, it's Ian Pierdo. And then she's looking through some paper. She goes, "Ian, you are today's special guest."
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh. And she was like, "Let me like walk you up." I get up there. I'm like talking with like these HBO people. Like they mad cool. I got my own green room. It has like a script in there.
Room? What?
I got my own green room, brother. I'm
crazy.
like trying to like play it cool. It like has my name on the door and shit. It's like Ian Pierno, HBO Max. I'm like trying to like sneak a picture without like anyone seeing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And dude, like this is so fucking cool. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
This sounds
now, I'm like
cool.
sitting in my green room. I'm sitting in my green room and there's like they got like the script, they got mirrors, they got a bunch of snacks and drinks in there. Like, you know, they got Ruffles, they got Doritos, like all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then like I go up and I'm wearing like my fit that I had planned. It was like this like cardigan with crazy long sleeves. Looking back, it was low-key kind of a mediocre fit, but like I was so nervous. And I'm nervous as shit. It takes a lot to get me nervous. Nervous as hell. He's like, you know, oh, and I get my makeup done. They're like, "Do you want your makeup done?" I was like, "Do most dudes get their makeup done?" And they were like, you know, it's just personal preference. And I was like, "Will it make me look better?"
And she will it make you look better?
Yeah, probably. I was like, "Will getting my makeup done make me look better?" And she's like, kind of like, "Yeah, idiot, duh." So I'm like, "Yeah, I'll get my makeup done." So I'm sitting in the makeup chair. I'm talking to the makeup lady. I'm like, "Yeah, I never had this done before. Like, I'm not actually famous." And she was like, "Word." And, you know, she was real nice. She was like helping with the nerves a little bit. And then anyway, so I go upstairs. They like mic me up. I'm talking to Speedy, who's like the host of the show. And it's kind of just started moving real quick. Like, you know, we got mic'd up. There's like, I have like a person following me around being like, "You need water? You need anything?" I'm like,
whoa,
okay. It was low-key really quick. Speedy's like, "All right, we're going to walk in and we're going to talk to the designers." I was like, okay. We walk in, we talk to the designers, bro. My heart is racing. My heart is racing. And like, you know, like the day before, morning of, I've been like thinking about like, what can I say based on the questions they ask, like all this shit, right?
So they gave you the questions beforehand, or is this like?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And no, I think they gave me the questions. I'll get to that. So anyway, like, I'm trying to like think of all the profound shit I could say. I didn't, if you watch the episode, I don't really say anything that profound. I'm just like, hell yeah. Like I run a cool ass Instagram page. You know what I mean? But like, yeah. So like my heart is like thumping through my chest. Like I can't actually like hear anything. Oh yeah. And then he's like, designers, do you have any questions for Ian? And like the one guy asked me like this super long question. And I was just
do you remember who it was? Cause I feel like I'm pretty.
The dude, I think it was the dude with the long hair.
Oh, that dude's killer. That dude's a killer for sure.
Yeah. And he has like this long ass question, bro. I remember I was like, thank God this isn't live. Cause I just like sat there for like 10 seconds. I was like, bro, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, you're gonna have to like rephrase that question. I couldn't hear you over the sound of my own like beating heart. You know what I mean?
My heart beating on some Edgar Allan Poe stuff.
So, you know, this is probably like 10 minutes. Man, low-key, I'm saying 10 minutes. It was probably like only 5. You know, like how in moments like that, like time feels like it's longer.
I feel you.
And so then like Speedy's like, all right, well, designers, I'm gonna come back and checking y'all. And then like, you know, we do the walkout thing and they like film us walking out. And I was kind of like, yo, like, can we? And actually, when you watch the show and we're walking off, I think Speedy knew I was nervous because literally the mic picks it up. He fist bumps me. He's like, bro, you did great.
Really?
Yeah.
A little affirmation from Speedy Mormon goes a long way. Love to see it.
He was super nice. But we're walking off and I'm like, yo, should we like do it again? Should we like because like by the very end, I'm like, all right, like I got this. Like take 2, I would have been like spitting bars. I would have been rapping and shit. Like, you know what I mean? I would have really been in my bag. Sorry, I know I'm talking. I'm just rambling right now.
No, you're good.
I'm like, can we like do it again? And they're like, nah, like it was good. You did fine. You know, in their head, they're like, we don't have to do it again. You're gonna be like 20 seconds of this episode. It's not a big deal, you know. And then anyway, I do. So now I'm like all loosened up, and I do like this sit down interview where like they just like, you know, it's me and then a dude who's behind a camera asking me questions. I don't think they used all of it, or any of it. I'm only like halfway through the episode, so maybe they do, but I don't think they did. But those, I was killing it because I was like in my bag. I'm like, I'm a fucking movie star now. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm like making little innuendos and shit. Like, I'm really out here. You know what I mean? And then anyway, like, you know, I go back down to my green room. I like chop it up with the HBO ladies a little bit. They're like, yeah, you know any basketball players that want to like be on Jay Leno or some shit? I'm like, oh shit, maybe like, and man, it was cool as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you, I felt like a superstar. It was one of the coolest things I've ever done. I really wish that we had gotten you there, because we would have been real ignorant together.
I was gonna say, I think it was good that they didn't, because I don't think we would have been super ignorant. But no, like, so were you more nervous? I feel like I'm interviewing you now. What the heck? Were you more nervous for the Mellow D Wade stuff, or were you more nervous for the HBO stuff? Because they both had like a crazy anticipation.
Okay, so it was kind of different because when I woke up for the Mellow D Wade interview, I wasn't nervous at all because, you know, we were supposed to do it like 10 a.m. or something like that. And then we ended up waiting around all day, and low-key, like, just like the waiting, like the anticipation is what made me nervous. And so I was nervous for both. But low-key, like, how hard was my heart pounding? It was pounding harder for the HBO shit.
So was that like the most nervous moment of your life or nah?
I mean, no, because I've talked to like pretty women before, but like otherwise, outside that, I would say definitely for sure.
That's crazy, bro. Because that's really gonna live on like TV forever. No, I guess we do live on the internet forever too, in a way. These podcasts,
yeah.
But that's honestly pretty far.
My mom always says that. She was like, I don't listen to your podcast, but she was like, my mom has listened to one of our podcasts, and it's the one where we talk about pooping in Barnes and Nobles. She's like, I can't believe one day you're going to be 46 and someone's going to Google you, and maybe the first thing that they click on about you is your podcast about shitting in Barnes and Nobles.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, Mom, that's just how it goes.
I don't ever think like the weight of those moments ever hit me, where I'm like, there's going to be a day like 10 years down the line where I'm going to like have to look at my 23-year-old self with like trends, like sitting in like my chair going through trends, and it's weird. You're just like going through phases of life in real time. Podcasting is weird. I'm not going to hold you.
Yeah. Podcasting is weird.
That is fire though. I really can't wait to end this podcast. Well, not like that, but to go watch the show because I'm actually like in tune with this season. But funny thing.
Thanks, bro.
Well, maybe I don't know if I could. Should we talk about the I got scammed, or maybe that gets cut out?
Go ahead.
No, yeah. Speaking of the hype, bro, I just want to take this moment of opportunity. I'm not going to say who, but you know what I'm saying? I just want to use this platform to vent, you know what I'm saying? It's a therapeutic session. I was actually scammed, me and hundreds of others, from a contestant, one of the finalists on season 1. So I'm glad that they got my mans on season 2 to like help me redeem my
it balances out
relationship
right?
with the hype. Because I used to view the hype as like, oh, I hate this show because I got scammed. But now my big brother's on it, you feel me? So I feel better. So like, they did their thing. So yeah, that's fire.
That's love. So yeah, anyway, like y'all can go tap in and watch the show.
Yeah, no big deal.
My fit's mediocre. I'd also shaved my head like 2 weeks earlier. So I'm just looking.
Were you rocking the hair dye on the show or no?
Yeah, I got my hair dyed for the show. I got it dyed, I think like the day before or 2 days before.
Fire.
Because I was like, damn, if my shit's gonna be buzzed and looking stupid, it might as well like be a color, you know?
Yeah, I feel it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go through like a hair dye stage later on in life. I just gotta get these dreads first.
It's fun. After that, I miss being it's just expensive to keep up with. When I was pink, for a little bit in like 2021, like August, September 2021, it was so much fun. I loved having pink hair.
I think I sometimes when I'm not gonna lie, especially when I'm like trying to get like a different look as far as like a haircut week to week, it's kind of cool to like go through these podcasts like on YouTube and like just scroll and like click on each one, like going back each week. You just see like how your physical appearance changed. But speaking of the pink hair,
brown hair and shit.
No, yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna hold you. I was like going down the rabbit hole, and there was an episode where you had like long pink hair, and I was like, when did Ian have long pink hair? And I was like, bro, this look is fire. Like low key, I'm just saying, like,
I know I got
vouching for you. Got to bring it back, yo.
For sure,
that look was fire. But yeah, enough talk about Ian and his superstardom, newfound fame. But we got the first fit pick of the year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we got like the first like. You know, we've had fit picks of Fashion Week, vacations for the guys, but the first like sanctioned NBA pick, it's not even necessarily a pregame, but it's like a travel pick. So I guess the Wizards are playing some games in Japan.
Yeah.
And anyway, we got the season has started. You know, a few days ago, we were talking about how like it's like that dead period for LeagueFits. LeagueFits is back. It's fully back. Kuz wore like this like Marnie sweatsuit with a do-rag. Which is ironic because he wore those like knitted sweater pants like to Fashion Week with like a blazer and made it like a dressed up look. And then he wore them again, but like super dressed down, like full knitwear set for the flight to Japan. And I was like, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm actually kind of excited for basketball season this year.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Marnie, like the full Marnie look on the plane is kind of amazing, especially when you like given the fact that people are just wearing tech fleece. That's why Kuz is who he is, but
dude, plane fits matter. Yo, wait, did I tell you about
airport fits matter? Yeah. What's up?
Did I tell you about being on the same flight as Jordan Clarkson on the way to Fashion Week?
You never mentioned that.
Oh my God. Okay.
That is definitely something you mentioned. You're supposed to mention that.
Yeah. So when I flew to New York Fashion Week, I was getting on like my flight literally departed out of LAX at like 11:55 p.m. So like I'm in kind of like a bummy fit, you know what I mean? Because like fuck it, like I'm trying to pop some melatonin and sleep on this thing, right? And I'm like waiting at the gate, you know, and I'm always like the last to get on because like what's the point of getting on first? Like you just get the privilege of sitting on the plane longer. I like never understood why people like line up to like get on the plane. That's just so stupid. So like I sit and play on my phone and do whatever on my laptop. And I see Jordan Clarkson and his girl are getting on the plane. I was like, oh, cool. And like, you know, Jordan Clarkson, like we like know each other through like LeagueFits shit and like whatnot. We've like had a few shoots together. And anyway, I'm like, bro, I kind of like, I would love to see Jordan, you know what I mean? Because, you know, he's in like the ecosystem, the world that we work in. I was like, but I kind of hope I don't. Because I'm like wearing like the zip up hoodie, like raw dogging it, like nothing underneath, like my fucking chest hair is poking out of this hoodie and shit. Yeah, I'm raw dogging like a zip up hoodie. I mean, I have it zipped up like most of the way. but still, I have like a baseball cap and I have the hood up over the baseball cap. I literally look like Eminem.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like,
You know how Eminem,
mom
Eminem
spaghetti
wear,
on your sweater. Yeah, 100%.
yeah, it's literally that. And so like, anyway, I'm last guy on this flight and I'm like looking down because I have the baseball cap on, hood up, like looking into my phone. Like, I'm like, he's probably going to be in first class. So I just have to make it past first class. And
Wait, so
then
how'd you know he was on your flight? You saw him at the gate?
I saw him getting on the flight before I did.
Oh, word. Okay, so he was for sure
Actually,
first class.
I wasn't even 100% sure it was him, but it was like, from the back, it's like this light skinned dude with like cornrows,
Braids
and
and
it was,
stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
for
braids,
sure, JC.
braids, and it's a Donda Dove shirt.
It's a what? Donda Dove shirt?
Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
and I could only see this from the back, and I'm like, there's no way that's not Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah, that's
So I'm like,
6'5", like, come on.
I'm like looking away, like trying to like avoid him, and then like I kind of felt cool, but I also felt like stupid as fuck because so he does see me, and he's like, Ian.
Oh, he
And, like,
turned
all
you
these,
up. He's like,
oh my god,
no, I got chest hair, dog. That's funny.
so all these motherfuckers at first flight are like turning their heads and looking at me. And I'm like it's kind of cool because like we're in LA. It's like people know who Jordan is because he was a Laker and like stuff like that. And
Good point. Good point.
He was like, what's up? But I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I already know I was blushing and shit. Cause like usually when I'm like see these guys, I'm like on set or like it's at a fashion week event. Like, I'm real put together and shit. And I was just like, not, you know what I mean? Like,
so where's the makeup lady at for first class? Come on, dog.
Facts. I'm like, none of these ball players see chest hair, Ian.
Yeah.
And so, fuck, dude. Yeah. Anyway, so he's like, we must be going to the same place, like fashion week. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I got to go back to row 52 though. I'll see you there.
He said, let us common folk go back to our economy. Come on.
Oh my God. Yeah, but so that was like a whole thing. Like, whatever.
That's funny. You never mentioned that. That was funny.
But I forgot. Fashion week was a whole whirlwind,
I was on a flight with Josh Giddey once, but obviously Josh Giddey didn't know who I was. So
that's cool. I had to shoot with Josh Giddey once. He was cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, you brought up a quote that you really liked from Media Day.
Oh yeah. So I was scrolling on the gram, and it sucks because I can't find the quote again, but I was able to confirm.
It's right. I think you could paraphrase.
I'll paraphrase for the most part. They were asking Kelly Oubre Jr., where I don't even think Kelly Oubre Jr. was asked this. I think he just came off the cuff and said this, but it makes a lot of sense. And he says something along the lines of, he's like, the reason why we don't get calls, there's like certain players basically who don't get calls in the NBA, and it's because they're like quote unquote pretty boys. So the referee thinks that like, we can take it. Oh, they're pretty boys, like rough them up or whatever. But it does bring a really good topic of conversation. It's like, is this actually like a valid statement, do you think? Because honestly, I was thinking about this, like, the rules are very like subjective. Like there's obviously players who can like bend the rules to a certain extent. So like referees, I'm sure they take that into consideration and see like, well, I don't know, somebody who like looks like they can, I don't know, some strong dude in the NBA, like is probably not going to get the same amount of calls. Yeah, like Giannis is probably like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's different.
Giannis can get hacked at the rim and he won't always get a call unless he flops.
It's like it's that same type of thing.
So Kelly Oubre was basically like, it's for Giannis and the pretty boys.
Yeah, the pretty boys.
So it's pretty boy. So like pretty boy privilege, like that's a thing. It's like being hot is like a privilege. Like hot people get more opportunities and stuff. So Kelly Oubre is basically like pretty boy privilege is a myth.
Yeah, it's the opposite. It's like they want him to rough him up a little bit. You got to take some hits. You ain't about to go to the line. Like
he's like, if you want to go to the charity stripe, like maybe you got to be a little ugly.
Yeah, you got to. You know what I'm saying? Didn't JC say something like that when Kobe Bryant was like, "You're going to the hole like a light skin." You got to go to the hole like a light skin. It's kind of the same parallel. There's like a parallel there. Like
underrated Kobe quote.
My favorite Kobe quote. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I might start pulling that out. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm just like, fuck fouls, but if I'm just like missing shots at the park, I'm gonna be like, my bad, y'all. I'm just like, I was feeling like a little too pretty today. So my
He's like, my fingernail polish is getting in the way. Sorry, guys. I can't
because when I hoop, like I only hoop to get a fit off. Like, dude, I actually felt bad. I was in a pickup run. It was like a couple months ago, but I was wearing like my like for those who sin bracelets. I actually like cut it, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was like the smallest little cut on his arm, but he was like, ow. He was like, why are you wearing those? I was like, bro, look good, play good.
That's the dog. Yeah.
I was like, look good, play good. That's the model. I know I only got like 2 points in the past 2 hours we've been playing, but like look good, play good, brother. So yeah, pretty boy privilege is now my excuse for it. Anytime I don't get a foul call or I miss a shot. You with it?
I mean, I'm not a pretty boy, but I'm with it.
Joe.
I feel for y'all.
Joe.
What? Bro, don't do that. I'm definitely not
done with you. You know it.
Definitely not.
Pause,
but I definitely was though. I could send you pictures after this of like my 2018 era. Woo! Crazy.
I don't want to see pictures of you when you were 15.
Bro, I was not 15. Whatever, but yeah. I still have to say, bro, this season, gotta look out for the pretty boys in the league. There's not too many, honestly. There's probably like a handful, but
yeah,
there's some pretty boys in the league. You gotta look out for.
And before y'all are like, pause. We LeagueFits. Like, if anyone's allowed to talk about this, it's us. This is our wheelhouse.
This is our wheelhouse.
Yeah. If there's like one basketball media outlet allowed to talk about pretty boy privilege in the NBA, it's got to be us.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Gots to be us, dog. Gots to be us.
All right, man. Good interview. We'll see y'all next week.
Good
Not even an interview. Well, you got
I'm going to go watch the hype and watch my mans on TV. So I guess I got to go. Shout out Chrome Hearts.
Shout out Chrome Hearts. And shout out, we're going to have a really cool guest next week. So,
maybe a pretty boy, future pretty boy in the league. You never know.
Yeah, the future pretty boy in the league, actually.
Funny enough.
All right, y'all. Peace.